Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Beer Geek Nation. I'm your host Chris. Thanks for joining me once again. Doing a really special beer tonight. One of the top rated beers in the world. I think it's in the top 10 according to Beer Advocate. Without further ado, I'm talking about Russian River's Supplication. It comes in at 7% alcohol by volume. It's a limited availability. It isn't currently available, but they release it in batches, and it's kind of random when they do, so stay tuned to their website and Beer Advocate and all that stuff. But with that said, what actually is it? It's a brown ale that they age in Pinot Noir barrels, and they add Lactobacillus, Brettanomyces, and Pedicoccus to the actual beer itself to give it a real nice sour flavor, and then they age it on some cherries as well. It's an oak barrel aging, so just a world-class beer. Vinny, the head brewer of Russian River, is actually a former winemaker. So with that said, guys, I'm excited about this one. Let's get into a glass, let you know how it smells, tastes, give you the verdict on Russian River's Supplication. Alright, so the appearance on the Supplication, it's actually darker than I thought it was going to be. It's a really nice dark bronze with slight hints of red in there. When it hits the light correctly, you do see some of these dark blood reds in there, and I'm assuming that's from the cherries. Nice off-white, kind of eggshell white head. There was about 2 fingers worth on there. It's bottle conditioned, so I would expect more head on this one. Not too much alcohol feet, not too many alcohol feet to speak of. Nice lacing on this one. Lots of carbonation coming from the glass. So it looks almost like a champagne. Hazy as hell, but you know, it is bottle conditioned. There is wild yeast in there, so I would expect that from a beer like this. Alright, the aroma on the Supplication. I'm laughing because I can smell it already from here. Yeah, it's a big, sour, funky smelling beer. Getting that barnyard smell, fresh hay, wet hay. There's white grape skins in there. There's like a white wine kind of character to it. A little bit of cherry, a little bit of sweetness in there. Some sweet kind of fruit juices almost to it. Apple juice. There's an apple type of vinegary smell in there. Maybe an apple skin. But it's a very traditional sour smelling kind of wild yeast. Yeah, there's a sweetness to it. It's not overly sour like a lot of like Cantillon beers are. It's a really different smelling sour ale. It's not what I was expecting. There's a lot of sweetness to it, a lot of juiciness to it. That sour's there for the white grapes and the farmyard. You know, the barnyard, the wet hay, that kind of Brett smell to it. A funky smelling beer, but a delicious smelling beer. Alright, the taste on the Supplication. Looking forward to this. First taste on this one is sourness, but then immediately it's kind of counteracted with kind of a sweetness. And I don't know if that's the malt or the cherries kind of kicking in, but it's a juicy sweetness that blends with the sourness. My mouth's watering from it. It's crazy. And it really kind of comes together and blends together to make a really kind of nice sour beer, if that makes any sense. Nice maltiness to it. Really nice kind of apple vinegar taste in the back. Nice dry finish. Finishes like white wine. I'm getting a lot of green grapes flavors in this one. Grape skins. Really kind of unripened grapes, like a sour grape kind of taste to it. Oak is definitely in there. There's a slight kind of vanilla character to it, a slight kind of lemon woodiness to it, and that's from the oak barrels coming through. The alcohol kind of comes up and kind of warms you, kind of blends with the grape skin and kind of finishes real dry, and it reminds me of like a kind of a sweeter white wine. The funkiness is definitely present in this one. I'm getting that barnyard, but it mixes really nicely with the kind of the sour apple kind of taste to it. This is a hugely complex beer, and there's just so many things going on with it, and it's an absolutely brilliant beer. It really is. All right, so the final verdict on Russian River's Supplication, 7% alcohol by volume. Limited availability. They release it in batches, so look for it when you can. I'm going to give this one an A. This is absolutely a world-class beer. as far as sours goes, it's a lot easier to drink than some of the other ones I have. It's not super sour. It's not super funky. It's kind of the best of both worlds, kind of blending, the wild yeast with the sourness and the oakiness, and the cherries are in there. Just an absolutely hugely complicated, world-class sour, and this is what Russian River does best, in my opinion, and this is why they're on the map, and this is why people search out their beers, because he does amazing things, and this is no exception to the rule. Just a fantastic beer, guys, and I'm going to give it an A. Remember, life is too short. Drink amazing beers. Cheers.